again, good friends. Welcome new subscribers. I'm Brian from Apex Detail. Moving on through the list of requested videos. This next one is going to be a good one. The question was, I want to see something that shows me if a polymer sealant can hang with the new group of Sio2 sealants, spray sealants, spray and rinse sealants, whatever. The price, I can tell you right off the bat, is going to be, you can pick them up, the Sio2 sealants, a little bit cheaper than some of those old school polymer sealants. And ease of application is going to be a difference as well. They're going to be easier, quicker to apply than, you know, your old school liquid sealants. However, when it comes to durability, that's what we're going to look at today. And I'm excited to get to this video, so let's get to it right now. And this here is the door, the panel we're going to be testing on. Just brought this inside from out back, and it is dirty. It's very rough. Needs to be cleaned, clayed, decontaminated, and I'm going to do a quick polish on there. We're going to prep it, get it naked, and give these three products the best chance to bond with the surface for the testing. All right, these three products we're all familiar with by now. The Meguiars Ceramic Wax, 26 ounces for $14.99. Here at the local Advanced Auto Parts, you can get it for $11.99 with a code or a coupon, depending on if you order or walk in. Jescar is the more expensive of the three, 16 ounces for $29.99. That's a polymer sealant. These two are SiO2 infused sealants. The DPC Armor is 16 ounces for $25. High concentration, you can dilute 1:1, and this will give you sheeting. Very important in my area here in Pennsylvania in the Northeast. We have a couple inches of topsoil. The rest is compacted shale, and we get extreme hard water here. If you don't have a system, you'll need a product like that. Okay, let's get these on the same panel. We'll get to preparation and application next. All right, preparation's key, and just like in real life, it is very important in testing, and I believe a test without at least showing proper preparation is null and void. So I'm going to show you preparation. We're going to wash it, we're going to decontaminate it, we're going to clay it, we're going to do a quick one step just to exfoliate the paint on this door here. We want these three products to have the absolute best bond for any type of testing, really. So let's get started. Okay, next up, we're going to use my favorite combination for one step, especially on moderate to hard clear coats, 3D1 and a Eurofiber 50/50 pad. All right, so now not only is it clean and decontaminated, but it's clear, it's exfoliated. We have something to look at when we apply these products. There's only one more thing I want to do before we get started to apply them is another IP solution. Let it soak there and pick up any polish or residue left over from the 3D1. Okay, we are finally ready to apply these products to their respected test areas. It took a bit of effort to get to this far, but without the effort, you will not get the true results and will therefore be a waste of time. We have two control areas on either side of the panel, here and here. DPC Armor will be in this test area here. Jescarpowerlock will be in this test area here, right in the middle. And Meguiars Ceramic will be in this test area right here. Okay, we're going to apply the Meguiars Ceramic in this section here. It's a bit messy application-wise, so I have the other areas protected so there's no cross-contamination whatsoever. The panel is wet as though you've just freshly washed the car. By the way, and we're going to put the product on liberally for every area, and every test area will get 2 coats. Okay, next we go to the Jescarpowerlock. I have another microfiber so we're not cross-contaminating. The first layer I'm going to put on with a machine, second coat by hand. Okay, this section here, DPC armor, and we're going to use a foam applicator and just massage it in 2 layers or 2 coats with that method. Okay, we left these go overnight actually, so it's been pretty close to 12 hours. These have had plenty of time to cure. They're actually looking really good, all 3 sections looking good. So the first thing we're going to do is get some readings, some GU readings, some gloss readings. All right, we're going to get readings in the controls as well. So we have an 89. In the DPC armor, we have 90.8. In the Powerlock section, 90.4. Meguiars section, 91.8. All right, so each section slightly bumped up the gloss in its respective test area. We had 90.8, 90.4, 91.8. So let's test protection next. All right, besides being chemical resistant, and we're going to test that in just a few minutes here, but the sealants also really need to be protective against heat, humidity. Southern California, Florida, Arizona, places like that, they need protection, and the heat is really a problem. And we're going to start right here in the control area and work our way all the way across, get the temperature roaring above 150, come back here, and then we're going to keep an eye on this area, on this lower lip here, as we continue on with the testing and see how the area holds up. We're going to keep an eye on those areas during our chemical testing and see if there's any protection left there whatsoever. Okay, just to keep you filled in as we start the chemical testing, every time you see me run the red sponge over the whole panel between each segment, that's just me cleaning off any residue that could be left behind by any of the cleaners or whatever we subject it to, and that is soaking in CarPro Reset as we speak right there. Okay, so let's first take a look at the water repelling properties from each section. Okay, so we immediately see the sheeting in the DPC section. That's what it's supposed to do. Here in the Northeast, that's very important. We have a lot of shale, hard water, so this fights hard water spots. In the middle here, we have the Power Lock, some incredible beating. And same thing with the Meguiars. Okay, so we've had a look at each section's capabilities when it comes to repelling water. Okay, so the first thing we're going to hit it with is Purple Power. And yes, I know, it's an APC. Why would I be washing my car with an APC? These sealants and a lot of these Sio2 products boast of being able to protect the car from chemicals between 2 and 12 on the pH scale. So they should be able to fight anything off in between, no matter what it is. And the APC I chose closely mimics the highly alkaline pre-treat you're going to get in any car wash or any pre-treat to fight traffic film before a contact wash. If you have a coated and protected vehicle, yeah, you're not supposed to use it or get it near anything like that. However, they were designed to tolerate that kind of chemical, so that's what we're going to test right now. I'm going to spray it as equal as I can to all three sections here. And we're going to let it dwell. And we can see each section, how it's reacting to the chemical. I'll let it dwell. I'm going to rinse it off, and then I'm going to grab my sponge that's soaking in the Car Pro Reset. Make sure there is no residue left behind from any of these chemicals, and we'll continue on. Now, as I expected, if you have done the preparation properly, and have applied the products properly as well, an APC will not wash these off unless it's routine, constant, and just a constant abuse from that type of chemical. And we'll take a quick look one more time at each section. And there's still a ton of protection there, as in with the other section. All right, next up, I'm going to hit it with something I use to remove old waxes and sealants. But when it comes to freshly applied, they should be able to survive. We're going to find out. We're going to mist it on the area and go from there. All right, had a customer come in, so that has had plenty of time to dwell. Let's rinse that off of there. And I just want to grab you guys and bring you in. You can see the white foam of the cleaner. So, Meguiars Power Lock. DPC. And the two controls. Now I'll hit it with the Car Pro Reset once again. By the way, I want to quick show you something here where we ran the heat across the panel. You can see it didn't hold up, and when we get to this section here, held up a little bit better against the heat. So we have DPC taking it when it comes to guarding against heat. So far we've had the Meguiars get the best in gloss right out of the gate, and we've had Powerlock giving us the best beating so far. So all three have their purpose. Powerlock just being a polymer sealant. I mean, it's hanging right in there. So as for, you know, right now, it's proving the point that, yes, they can protect just as well as these the new fad in SiO2 protection. But let's keep going. Let's see where they fail. All right, we were up around the limits or the boundary line for the higher portion of the pH scale, alkaline. Let's go to the other end and tickle the other boundary, the acidic boundary for chemical resistance of these. And we're going to go with Biotech Wheel Cleaner. That is an acid wheel cleaner. Again, a fine mist. I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to come back and rinse. Hit it with the Car Pro, and we'll see what we have left. Okay, back here again. I had to take a call for the shop. So this has been on here for quite some time, at least 5, 6, 7 minutes. We're going to rinse this immediately. Let me bring you in and show you this. All right, let me hit it with the Car Pro, make sure there's no residue, and we'll come back. All right, so one thing I noticed, we're starting to lose the high contact angle beating in these areas. Let's go. From there to the Meguiars section. Still some protection there, but it's starting to break down. Powerlock. Still plenty of protection. DPC. Still plenty of protection. And finally, my wax and sealant killer, the Sio2 266. I'm going to spray on there liberally. I'm going to grab a towel, work it in, and see if I can wipe off these sealants. See if we have anything left when I'm done. I'm going to tell you right now and show you this. There's only one section where you could see the defined protection, and that's going to be in the Powerlock section. Take it for what it's worth, but let's continue.
Now, I'm going to work it in each section.
And they're gone. You can see no signs in any of the sections. We still have a little bit of sheeting. Have some sheeting in that area, and that was the Powerlock area. The beading is gone completely. We have some sheeting. Control number 2. Control number 1. So that's going to do it. So those that have asked, besides the price and the ease of use for these SiO2 coatings, can the polymer sealants hang with them? And yes, they absolutely can, and in some instances they're going to outperform. So there you go. Okay, for the final thoughts segment of the video, I hope that answered your questions. Can polymer sealants hang with the newer round of Sio2 spray sealants and spray and rinse sealants, they absolutely can. The Sio2 sealants you can grab at a great price. When you look at the price of Meguiars and some of the other spray sealants, compared to the older school sealants that are $39, some in the $40s, there is a price difference. There's also a difference in the ease of application. You can apply much quicker and easier than the older school sealants. Some of those really will fight you. We know which ones they are. But when it comes to durability, the polymer sealants will hang with SiO2 and sometimes outperform. So I hope that helps you. Any questions, don't hesitate. Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.